My dearly beloved child, stop everything. Heaven is shifting now. In the next few minutes, I'm sending a revelation through this message that the world has tried to hide from you, and the powerful one watching won't be able to look away. Angels have been dispatched. Doors that felt closed are cracking. There is one turning point in this video. One moment where destiny is unlocked, chains fall, and what's been buried in your soul begins to rise. Do not scroll. Stay. Hear it all. When it lands, respond. Comment what you've received. Share it with the one I've placed on your heart, and return. Because what begins here builds, and the next word you miss could have been the key you've been waiting for. This is an urgent cry from the one who loves you so deeply that he has awakened the heights of heaven so your soul will not miss what must be revealed. The Archangel Michael, champion of truth and light, has shed tears not from defeat but sorrow for the silence that has lingered from you for too long. The cries from heaven have echoed to the earth repeatedly. Yet how often have you turned away, caught up in what seems urgent but lacks true importance, distracted by misleading voices, consumed by earthly worries, while the divine call grows louder with each passing moment? Oh, my child, the sacred realm is now in motion. Not some prophecy of a distant future, but the truth unfolding right here, right now. That which was once hidden in mist is being unveiled. Mysteries once concealed are now being made known, not to frighten you, but to prepare you, to equip you, to ready you. For I conceal nothing from those I love, but I reveal only to those who know how to listen, who know how to pause, who discern the whisper of eternity amid the roar of the fleeting present. As the heavens tremble and destiny approaches, silent movements among humankind go unnoticed by many. There are eyes upon you, not by chance, but by a purpose woven long ago. A person of great influence in the material world, surrounded by fame, status, wealth, and respect, has begun to take notice of you. But my child, this is no coincidence, nor the product of your own striving. It is the fulfillment of a decree written in the heavens before your birth. Even before your soul took form, I carefully and lovingly scripted the first pages of your journey. Every detail, every connection, every person you would encounter was intricately woven into my grand design. This individual now noticing you is part of that journey. They have not arrived by accident. Something within you draws them, a light, a power they cannot yet name, a presence they sense undeniably when near you. They have seen countless faces, formed numerous relationships, walked through many experiences, yet when they encounter you, they cannot remain indifferent. You carry a radiance not born of this world, a presence that no earthly power or prestige can replicate or possess. And this is what compels them to pause, to watch, to wonder. They have sought to analyze what sets you apart. They observe every word, every gesture, every step. Yet what they fail to comprehend is my presence within your soul. It is my mark upon your forehead. It is the calling I placed in you before the world ever knew your name. You are not simply an individual. You are a messenger, a beacon of light in a time of darkness. A voice echoing from heaven amid a world filled with counterfeit cries. My beloved child, in the world you inhabit, where most chase after superficial values, where success is measured by numbers, titles, fame, and influence, there exist souls who appear to have attained all they desired. They stand atop the peaks many only dream of reaching. They hold treasures admired by the world. They govern systems, sway millions, and are celebrated. Yet, in a moment of profound silence, they see you. And when their eyes meet the light within you, something stirs deep in their hearts. Something that years of busyness, countless inner defenses, and worldly achievements had buried. They pause. They feel. Not because you strive to stand out, not because you bear fame or power, but because something in you causes them to confront themselves and realize they have spent their lives chasing grand things outside while neglecting the most precious treasure. Within you there is something they cannot buy, cannot control, cannot fully understand with reason. It holds no market value, cannot be stored in banks, and cannot be framed as a symbol. It is true life. It is the profound presence of me in a soul, living simply, faithfully, and without pretense. It is the wondrous peace in your eyes, the unshakable trust in your words, the purity untouched by hidden agendas. You might believe you hold nothing of value in your hands, but to them, those who clutch tightly to power, afraid of losing influence, fearful of being replaced, what you have is a freedom they have never known. You are not controlled by others' opinions. You do not need to prove yourself to the world. You live for something far greater than yourself. And it is precisely this that makes you shine in their realm. A realm where everything is calculated, every word is strategic, and every relationship has a purpose. My child, they perceive in you a doorway to what they have long forgotten, the sacred presence. They cannot name it, but they feel it, and that feeling unsettles them. But the light in you exposes the darkness within them that can no longer be hidden. It does not condemn or destroy, but reveals the emptiness they have sought to fill with achievements, status, and endless conquests. Do not fret if they don't understand you. They do not need to. What matters is that your presence plants a question deep within their hearts, one they have never dared to confront. How is it that someone with nothing to boast of carries something my soul yearns for? And from that question, their search begins. O child, never underestimate the power of a sanctified presence. You need not preach, argue, or prove anything. Simply remain in the right place, living the true essence of who you are in me. The light within you will shine into the deepest places of souls you never imagined. Even the powerful, even the driest hearts. These are the ones who thirst most deeply for truth, even if they cannot yet ask for it. At times, I will make you a mirror in which they see themselves, not to gain admiration, but so they may see their true selves reflected in the light of truth. From that revelation, a deep longing will awaken, not for what the world offers, but for the very life of me that you carry. You cannot fully perceive all that stirs in their hearts, but I can, and I am using your presence to awaken what has long been buried. Holy dreams once silenced, cries long forgotten. I remember them all, and through you I will answer them. So, my child, when you find yourself near those whom the world esteems, do not fear. Do not think you must become someone else to be heard. It is your very difference, your gentleness with strength, your uncompromising love, your simple yet powerful nature that moves them. You do not need worldly power to be noticed. You bear something greater, the light of the eternal living within you. That light, even when ignored or doubted, will quietly work, passing through defenses to reach the deepest places of the heart. It will plant seeds, nurture them, and in time I will cause those seeds to rise. Those who once misunderstood you will come seeking, asking, how do I find the peace you carry? How do I rediscover myself? When that day arrives, smile, not with pride but gratitude, for you will know you were only a vessel. You carry glory not for yourself, but for me. Then you will understand why I led you through silent years, long nights without answers, seasons of feeling forgotten. It was all preparation for this moment, when the light within you becomes the door through which others step into true life. My beloved, do not lose what is true within you in pursuit of others' attention. Keep the flame alive. Keep walking, even when unseen. Keep loving, even when love is not returned. True light does not need an audience to shine. It only requires faithfulness, and you live that truth every day. That is why souls seemingly far from life will one day return, drawn by that light. I still see you, and I am well pleased. Continue onward, for you have begun to touch something far greater than yourself. What is coming will reveal the vastness of the light within you. It was never small. It is part of a great plan shaking heaven and earth. But I warn you, do not let pride swell your heart when you notice the attention. Do not allow praise, respect, or invitations from the influential to make you forget the source of the light within. What draws them is not your effort to be someone, but your choice to remain in me. It is humility, obedience, and faithfulness that have shaped the unique spirit within you, one that causes even the mighty to bow in curiosity and sometimes quiet reverence. Yet, be watchful, my child, for not all drawn to the light come with pure hearts. Some come to learn, others to take. Some seek truth, while others arrive with worldly curiosity or hidden motives behind friendly faces. Therefore, I call you, guard your heart vigilantly. Listen not only to words, but to the spirit behind them. Let me reveal who is sent and who must be kept at a sacred distance. However, do not close your heart out of doubt. I desire to weave connections into your journey that will bring transformation to this generation. That person of great influence, if their heart opens, may become a vessel supporting the mission you carry. Not to lift you in fame, but to open doors once firmly closed for my message to spread. I can even use those far from me to fulfill my plans. Do not limit my power by your past or outdated views. Walk with wisdom and simplicity. Judge not by appearances, but do not shy from doors I open that you never thought were meant for you. When true light dwells in the heart, no one can distort its purpose. You do not need to change to fit others. I do not ask you to dim your light for comfort. Be as you are, as I created you, and let me align every piece in the right time with the right person in the right place. That person, however great, is but a fragment of the masterpiece I am painting. Do not be swayed by promises or tempting offers. Seek me first before entering relationships, especially those impacting your future. Do not rush, but do not fear. I go before you, clearing the path, lighting the way, guarding you. Walking with me, no trap can prevail. Anchored in me, no invitation will make you stray. You will see, if you remain faithful, I will cause that person not only to see your light, but to long to step into it. Your presence will be a living testimony. No need for many words or proof. If the truth within you burns bright, it will illuminate wandering souls. Even the most powerful are within my reach. Sit, be still, open your spirit to hear my voice. Not with earthly ears, but with the heart that once ached for nameless things. For now I unveil the veil hiding the sacred memory buried deep within your soul. This moment is not merely a remarkable point in time or a mark shaped by others' attention. It is far deeper. This is the sacred hour when an ancient connection awakens. Understand this clearly. You once held a power, a heavenly inheritance, something your soul still recalls, even if your mind never learned of it before you opened your eyes here. Before childhood's dawn touched your life, something divine, mysterious, and indestructible belonged to you. Yet it was stolen. There are things within your soul you cannot explain. The feeling of a missing piece, something forgotten, buried in shadow. It is because in the sacred layers of memory you carry, a fracture once occurred. A substitution long ago when dark forces sought to destroy and derail chosen souls. You are one marked, bearing the potential to awaken not just for yourself, but for others around you. But they knew. They saw the light, however small, in the young soul you were. So they struck first. They sent people seeming good but truly pulling you from your path. They crafted situations to weary you, to sow doubt about your worth and purpose. They filled your heart with pain, betrayal, and wounds, to make you forget the legacy born in heaven. They cannot steal it. It is sealed by my hand, but they try to make you forget. They made you believe you are not enough, unworthy, that your dreams are mere fantasies. Seeds of fear, shame, and inadequacy were planted early, so each step toward light was stopped, each time turning you back to the illusion of safety. But my child, truth cannot hide forever. What belongs to you will call you home. And now that call rings louder than ever. No more time for doubt, delay, or living as though you are ordinary. You were never ordinary. You know this deep within your bones. You have always felt different, not lost, but set apart. The attention you receive now from the powerful and searching souls is no accident. They are drawn to something within you, unnamed, unknown. They stand before a sacred buried treasure, and you, even without full awareness, begin to sense the shift. Something is rising. A distant, clear memory brushes every cell of your soul. You begin to remember, not with your mind, but with a knowing beyond reason. You recall you were called, given a mission, lived for a sacred purpose beyond human understanding. Now, pieces return like fragments coming home, forming a full picture of your eternal true self. Do not fear the light rising within. Do not push the awakening away for its overwhelm. Do not let old lies stop you from stepping into reality. Hear this clearly. The enemy tried to bury what is yours, but I am resurrecting it. When I move, no power can stand before me. Begin to remember by being still. Write down the strange feelings your heart holds but has not dared speak. Believe in what surpasses understanding. Return to stillness where I whisper into your soul what the world cannot teach. Believe you were chosen not just to exist but to live, with purpose, holiness, and a mission etched into wind, water, and blood. From here, everything changes. Truth unfolds layer by layer. What was taken is reclaimed. What was twisted is healed. What was buried is lifted. No longer confused, you become the torchbearer for those lost, searching, and waiting to awaken. You are my promise for this hour. Now that promise is called forth. Be ready. Be brave. Open your soul wide. What is coming will be unlike anything you've known, but everything your soul always recognized as true. My beloved child, a new chapter unfolds. Not only are you changing, but the world around you shakes. What long hidden darkness cannot hide beneath deception's glitter. The light I gave you grows brighter, shining into the depths of that powerful one's soul. The one thought untouchable, unshakable. Understand this. You have become a mirror reflecting truth. Through you, I awaken in them a sacred confusion. Not paralyzing, but holy disorientation, opening the door to awakening. They, the one at the pinnacle of the material world, believing they controlled all, are shaken by an earthquake within. Every belief, every foundation, every principle, once unshakable, begins to crack. For truth, once illuminated, is not merely an idea to debate. Truth is fire. When fire burns, it consumes all not built on solid ground. This person, the millionaire living among power and admiration, is amidst a spiritual bewilderment they never expected. What stirs them is not brilliant arguments or business acumen, but your quiet, peaceful, radiant presence. They never imagined that from the eyes of someone without title, they'd be compelled to pause and question, is everything I've believed true? Their life built on calculation, logic, wealth, and control has been crossed by a light beyond human intellect or worldly laws. It simply is. Simple, true, profound, and they cannot look away. This truth touches them deeper than any negotiation or relationship, forcing them to confront their bare soul, longing to be known, loved unconditionally, forgiven. They begin to see their life's empire, but realize they may have missed the true kingdom. They've lived under lights, but never truly stepped into the light. They feel exposed, naked. Do not deem them weak for crisis. It's the first step for rebirth. In breaking, rebuilding begins. And I use this confusion as a divine plow preparing the ground for sowing. You need only continue being yourself, the one holding a small flame in the night, unflinching at questioning gazes, carrying a piece not of this world. Know this: when they look at you, they see themselves through the light I reflect. What overwhelms them is not your greatness, but that for years they have never truly lived. They have all, yet hunger remains. In you, whole not by possession, but presence, they sense a path they have not taken. You are the awakening in their lives, the bell striking hardened walls around their hearts, the dew softening barren ground where their souls have grown weary. I use your light, preserved through tears, loneliness, and misunderstanding, to shine into places only I can reach. This truth is not comfortable or gentle. It disrupts, shakes, breaks, but with power to transform. And you are part of this process, not by skill, but faithfulness. I know you feel small, wonder why you are chosen for such a mission. But I choose the humble to shame the proud, the simple to humble the arrogant. You, with quiet faith, are the vessel through which a mighty soul meets me. Stand firm, keep your heart pure. Let me guide every word, step, glance. Fear not if they don't yet understand. Don't rush if they resist, for I am working quietly yet unshakably in their hearts. If they return and surrender, that very person will echo my kingdom's power. What seemed impossible will be fulfilled, not by might or cunning, but by my presence through you. My beloved, truth is being unveiled. When it comes, even the most unshakable will fall to their knees. Walk in the light. That light shakes hearts and the forces that once held souls captive. I have stepped in. When true light descends, darkness has nowhere left to hide. Remain where I placed you. What's coming will cause heaven to sing. You will know it was worth it, because one soul, once deceived but redeemed, will shake heaven's realms. You are part of that shaking. My beloved, that light now shines on truths hidden too long. As things buried in deception's dust surface in clarity, pause and listen deeply with heart and soul. What I say is not mere guidance, but a sacred warning. Be vigilant. You stand at the threshold between light and shadow, between distortion and restoration, between truth revealed and wrath from the enemy, not to be underestimated. The revelation you walk into is not just knowledge but disruption, a trembling breaking invisible chains binding a generation. It is the first light piercing darkness's long home. That light causes the enemy to tremble, scream, lash out. The truth you carry, the truth shaking that powerful one, forcing life's questioning, is part of my eternal promise, the key to restoration. But it is also the enemy's fiercest target. He has worked tirelessly across generations to keep this sacred thing hidden. I'm only beginning to grasp what I carry, but the battle began before my birth. Every generation has chosen ones. Not all stand firm. Many fall to dazzling illusions, disguises of deception. That's why the enemy's fury rose as I stepped into the light. Not because I'm special, but because I sought truth others feared and brought that light where darkness ruled. His rage hides in subtle forms: doubt, pressure, exhaustion, closed doors, betrayal, thoughts telling me I'm imagining, not enough, truth too dangerous. That is his ancient tactic. When truth nears, darkness first strikes fear, sows confusion, offers easier paths, whispers, stay silent, all will be normal. But I did not call you to normal. I called you to eternal meaning. You can only live this by walking, even when the path narrows, balancing between restoration's light and darkness's fury. You stand on sacred yet vulnerable ground. Revelation not guarded by prayer and awareness can weigh you down. If your heart is unguarded, the enemy will seek cracks to disrupt. Remember, closer to truth means more need for faith and humility. Do not think yourself too strong to fall. Keep your heart soft for correction, warning, and lifting. I know you tremble. The weight feels heavy, the loneliness deep. But look back. Every fall, wound, tear has prepared you to bear this truth. You were not chosen merely to endure, but to overcome. Overcoming is not absence of fear, but obedience amid the storm. The enemy will test you again. Doubt, confusion, stirring discord. But I am here in the battle, never abandoning you. I brought you this far, not to frighten, but to show you are not alone. Heaven's armies surround you. My word is on your lips. My hand guides your steps. But remain vigilant. Do not let admiration cloud your eyes or praise divert your heart. Do not retreat at rejection. Stay grounded in simplicity. Pray as at the beginning. Let me lead step by step, not rushing, not striving in your strength, not seeking worldly victory. What you carry is not an ideal, but the fire of revival. Guard that fire with holy fear, and I will spread it, consuming falsehoods, awakening dead souls. My beloved child, be awake, be humble, be strong in me. You stand where only the called may walk, and you have answered. Hold fast to what you've received with faith and resolve. What lies ahead surpasses all imagination, but demands a firm heart as darkness's veil tears and deception crumbles, and truth's light illuminates hidden things. A violent spiritual storm erupts with unprecedented fury. A fierce battle rages, light against darkness, truth versus lies, life against destruction. And it centers on one unexpected thing: you. Yes, my child, you are at the heart of a cosmic conflict where angels and dark forces battle endlessly for your soul. Though unseen by physical eyes, your spirit senses it. Hence the pressure mounting, fears rising, inner turmoil, emotions surfacing without cause. The battle enters a new dimension as truth unfolds. As you approach our sacred connection, darkness grows frantic. Years of illusions, traps, schemes sought to stop you. Now those walls fall. Darkness tries a final desperate strike. What you experience is not mere instability, but spiritual reaction to soul awakening. Closer to truth, the forces that bound you tighten grip. But they don't understand. You no longer belong to darkness. You never did. From the start, you were marked for light, and now that light rises in authority within you. So do not be surprised if the path grows rough. Do not be alarmed if trusted ones doubt or turn away. Do not fear the storm of conflicting voices. This is not loss, but the clearest sign you're entering the place enemy tried to hide. The place of revelation where we meet, not by logic but spirit, not by theory but profound encounter. Now more than ever, stand firm, not by your strength but mine within you. Do not trust fleeting feelings or let doubt cloud your sacred call. The enemy cannot extinguish your light, but will try to make you question it. If you stop believing or moving forward, you give the power to him. Remember, you are not alone. Heaven's armies surround you, fighting ceaselessly, not to replace you, but to guard your path. Archangel Michael watches the battlefield. Your prayers are swords in angelic hands. Each trust, each yes amidst doubt brings brighter light in the spirit realm. My beloved, though unseen, your spirit knows. A divine resonance is happening. Each obedient step sends shockwaves through heaven. Silent doors open, ancient seals break. What was locked away is slowly revealed. You are the key. Darkness knows this and strikes relentlessly. It uses loneliness, silence, delay to make you question worth, calling, and timing. Do not be distracted. The hour of unveiling nears. The sacred truth I entrust to you, a destiny-transforming revelation, stands before you. Guard this sacred space with purity. Shield your mind from spiritual blindness. Turn from distracting voices, even from loved ones. Not all that appears good is right. Not all popular paths are my call. This is a time of consecration. You cannot live or see as before. You have been set apart for far more, and the price is holiness, isolation, and endurance beyond fear. But remember, every storm ends. When dust settles, deception exposed, and light triumphs, you will stand, not trembling but unwavering, faithful, steadfast, obedient, truthful. Then the unveiling, the fulfilled promises, the completed mission will leave no doubt. Every tear, battle, prayer was recorded and heard, contributing to the glorious moment drawing near. My beloved, receive every word as breath sustaining your soul. What unfolds is no mere earthly shift, but a heavenly shaking. In this sacred hour, as darkness rages and deception's walls crack, I send Archangel Michael, the warrior of light, defender of righteousness, to fight for you. Michael comes not as legend, but as living force in the age's holy battle. I send him not only beside you, but ahead to clear your way, break invisible walls, sever chains binding truth for generations. These chains are fear, deception, silence, passive acceptance of falsehood as normal. You, chosen soul, are no bystander. Passivity will not shift things. This moment demands your full engagement, without hesitation, delay, or regret. Michael fights in spirit. You walk the visible world. He breaks barriers. You move forward. He silences darkness. You speak truth. Do not be lulled by ease. Do not succumb to creeping fear. Do not believe just a little longer or wait for better times. No, child, now is the time. In this fragile moment, your soul is called to rise boldly and wholly. What unfolds will overturn foundations humanity deemed unshakable. This truth, once revealed, is a sword piercing every disguise. It divides falsehood from living truth, man's assumption from my reality. It erases blurred lines justifying compromise. It upends the board. Darkness set the board where humanity played deception's rules unaware for ages. Prepare your heart, not by knowledge or arguments, but by unshakable faith, by a soul trained in silence and prayer. Prepare as a soldier tending a night fire, not asleep, not distracted. When truth is revealed, many tremble and panic. You will stand if your eyes remain fixed on me who called you. Do not mistake upheaval for chaos. It is reformation, a rebuilding from the roots. I am not merely repairing, but making new. New cannot be built on old foundations. Old must be dismantled, overturned, exposed. So what comes may feel like everything you trusted collapses. But do not fear. I do not destroy, but free you from falsehood. Truth comes like fire. It consumes pretense, not to harm, but refine. Walk through this fire with me, and you will emerge transformed. You will become the version I destined from the start, no longer bound by fear, no longer held by assumptions, no longer hiding your authentic self. Remember, Michael was sent not because you are weak, but because what you carry is precious to me. Within you is a fragment of the grand plan, a part of mankind's sacred transformation. As you walk in that light, your every step echoes through spirit realms like drums announcing dawn. You are not alone, never were. Those before you, the rebels, madmen, misfits, paved your way. Now you inherit their flame, not to keep, but to ignite others lost in darkness, those doubting truth's reality. So rise, my child, act. Stand firm in faith even as all shakes. Be watchful. The enemy will try to weaken you, but remain faithful. Do not retreat. Continue praying and stepping forward though the path is unseen. Then I, with heaven's full host, will move through you. My beloved child, truth sometimes bursts forth, shaking foundations long trusted. This millionaire, chasing wealth and power, through you encounters a truth challenging all they believed, shattering their worldview. Years of fortune and fame believed ultimate pursuits are found meaningless in your truth. This truth, once hidden and destined for destruction, preserved by divine hand, now wrestles within them, reconciling past values with new reality. They see riches, fame, power pale beside this newfound treasure. This truth is not information. It is light piercing forgotten soul corners where life's true values slept. Caught in awakening's storm, they reflect and feel what was once foundation tremble. They question, has pursuit brought true joy or merely masked emptiness? Through you, they find a door to deeper spiritual treasures beyond material trivialities. They realize peace and happiness require releasing attachments to possessions and seeking higher treasures. True wealth lies not in possessions, but soul richness and genuine connection. My child, do not look back nor grieve what I removed. Do not cling to past connections. When I close a door, I have prepared another, greater, deeper, holding immeasurable treasures. But you must courageously step into that unknown, even without sight of what lies ahead. Fear not the unseen. Do not doubt the present stillness. The silence is not absence, but heaven and earth aligning for eruption of purpose. Angels reposition, unseen elements shift. Delay is not from me, but divine tuning to perfection. In waiting, your heart will be tested. Will you hold fast in faith when signs fade? Remain faithful in darkness as in light? True warriors are forged not in praise, but silence. Patience, loyalty. My beloved, you are not alone. Heaven's hosts surround and shield you in spiritual barricades. Though unseen, this is not destruction, but pushing you to your appointed power. Believe. Do not let doubts or darkness whispers shake your faith. Even a moment's hesitation grants the enemy a foothold. You belong to light. The light within you outshines all darkness. Close your eyes. Hear my whisper to your spirit. Let your heart respond to eternity's call. Now is no time for doubt or delay. Rise. Step into new courage and stability. Follow me, even when the way is unclear. Trust your destination surpasses all hopes. Remember, you are not just chosen. You are torchbearer for a sleeping generation. Your obedience will awaken those drowning in shadows. So stand firm. Prepare like a soldier awaiting orders. Listen like a student longing for the master's voice. Walk like one confirmed by heaven. What unfolds will shake all familiar. Only those rooted in faith endure. When winds shift, you stand at right time, place. Not for ordinary life, but to awaken the extraordinary. Be ready for what I do. Heaven and earth will marvel. This is the crossroads your soul longed for since ancient days. A divine turning where truth's light pierces your darkest wandering. This is the moment your hidden prayers and unheard midnight cries bear fruit. This is when heavenly understanding unfolds. Truth falling like gentle morning dew, soft yet powerful to resurrect souls once barren. Yet at breakthrough, be more watchful than ever. When light rises, darkness trembles. My beloved, truth is not gentle. It is mighty wind. It exposes every hidden thing. Every veil tears. Those on false foundations quake in dread. Some took advantage of your innocence. Hands that seemed to lift secretly chained your spirit. They whispered sweet fear, planted false lack so you'd never see your fullness. They built power on your blindness. Now awakening shakes their foundations. No, truth is not mere knowledge but awakening. It is thunder-breaking dream fog, piercing gaze through every world veil. Once sown into the soul, it cannot be strangled despite forces denying it. But the enemy won't relent. He knows truth is power. If you grasp your spiritual inheritance, no power can bind you. So he uses all tactics, from doubt's seed to familiar voices, to confuse and make you retreat as the door opens. Some who appeared weren't for love but purpose. They kept you beneath them to protect fragile illusions. They fed lies as sedatives, keeping you asleep in unworthiness and lack. Now, as light shines on your spirit, lies crumble piece by piece. They fear collapse, scramble to rebuild with fresh deception. But stand firm. Once truth speaks, no one silences it. No, a war rages, not just visibly, but unseen. Your awakening stirs heaven. Angels battle, shielding you from unseen blows. They guard the fields your prayers opened, protecting from doubt, resentment, fear. You must join the fight, not with sword but faith. Not words, but steady silence amid distortion. Not revenge, but unwavering love and righteousness. Do not let others' words define you. Do not let old chapters hide the new one, the Holy One writes. You were not made to live small, but to burn bright, lighting chains broken for others. This trial is not defeat, but transformation. Closer to truth, greater resistance. But do not tremble, you are not alone. I am with you, not distant shadow, but breath in you. I know every unvoiced fear, buried question. I see your struggle between belief and doubt, holding on and letting go, old and new. But trust me, step forward, even trembling hands, blurred vision, uncertain heart. If you walk, I make the way. If you believe, I handle the rest. Truth won't merely declare, it will radiate, revive, make you shine as if never buried. My beloved, you are no mistake nor error result. You are heaven's deliberate intention. You are a seed planted to bear extraordinary fruit. As truth reveals, step boldly into your calling. Do not doubt. Do not return to old ways. Do not let fear steal this sacred moment reaching for you. What you awaited is here. What you were meant to become is nearer than ever. Keep peace in your heart, clarity in your eyes, openness in your ears, and tenderness in your spirit to divine guidance. Days ahead won't be easy. They will unveil, expose, confirm. What was hidden will shine. What was denied, restored. You, once seeming small, will rise in unknown power. Be ready. Truth is no longer distant. It knocks at your heart, not to scare, but to free. They whisper lies, weave distorted stories masked as reason, sow doubt to make you lose your way before truth grasps. They don't want you to see what unfolds. They don't want you crossing from blindness to awakening. For if you see truth and light touches you, their power built on lies crumbles like sand before waves. My child, this is no mere resistance, but fierce spiritual war. Enemy is desperate. He fights not for right, but from fear of losing control, holding you captive too long. He uses sweet poison words, harmless seeming people to confuse you. You feel chaos in thoughts, wavering intuition, fog clouding clarity. That is not truth. It's smoke blurring your ability to hear my voice over shadows. As you near truth, those benefiting from your blindness panic. They don't want to lose you. Not from love, but to keep illusions intact. They want you in their painted picture, hiding the fraud. So they'll do all to make you doubt and question your inner truth. If possible, they'll convince you truth is fantasy. But oh my child, do not be deceived. Do not let doubt drown the sacred whisper within. You recognize truth. You carry light. You weren't born to be led blindly, but to guide in darkness. Your spirit is strong, marked by light. Because of this, you're a target of forces wanting humanity in delusion. The enemy is cunning. He does not always appear clearly. He often whispers rather than shouts. He casts doubt like mist seeping into heart cracks. He knows if he can make you question truth even slightly, you might lose hold of revelation. He knows how to weaken your faith with subtle wounds. Small enough to alarm you, yet not so severe that you realize you are bleeding. That is precisely why you must stay vigilant. You must cling tightly to your spiritual foundation, not relying on your own strength, but through a deep, intimate connection with the one who called you. Learn to discern the voice of light amidst the clamor of countless others. Walk not by what your eyes perceive, but by faith. Let your heart respond to truth, not to fleeting emotions or the contradictory voices surrounding you. For there are truths that only a heart refined through the fires of trial can grasp. And you, beloved soul, have walked through enough fire to distinguish what is genuine from what is false. In the days ahead, many voices will compete for your attention. Some will attempt to convince you that you are delusional, that you are not worthy enough, not right enough, not holy enough to be called chosen. But do not believe them, for I chose you long before they even knew your name. I recognized your value before you ever learned to love yourself. And what I see in you cannot be destroyed by human words, nor erased by lies, no matter how cleverly they are spoken. You are walking a path that few have the courage to tread. You are moving toward a truth that many spend their entire lives avoiding. That makes you a threat to darkness. You are living proof that anyone can be set free, that truth can penetrate even the places thought to be sealed forever. You are the first light piercing the night within your lineage. And because of that, darkness seeks to snuff you out before you can ignite others. But you are not easily extinguished. You have been forged in fire. You have known loss, loneliness, and the sting of being misunderstood. And it is precisely those experiences that have sharpened you, making you sensitive to truth. You are no longer easily misled. You are no longer a follower of strange voices, but one who recognizes the call from the heavens. That is why I have placed you here, not just to be enlightened, but to become a voice of truth for those still lulled to sleep by deception. Be courageous, stay awake, guard your heart, and above all, trust that I am walking with you through this storm. Not merely so you survive, but so you emerge victorious. Not bitter, not vengeful, but strong, clear-minded, and full of mercy. When the storm clears, you will look back and know every lie that tried to hold you back was powerless against my hand lifting you up. So do not retreat. Do not look back. Do not let the chaos of others block the clarity I am pouring into you. You are beginning to see clearly. And once you see, nothing and no one can drag you back into the blindness you once knew. This is your journey. This is your truth. This is your moment to rise, to walk in the light, and never again allow lies to dim the divine identity given to you from the very beginning. But oh, my child, I have not left you to walk in darkness. I have ignited within your soul a light, not the glittering, showy lights of the world, but a pure and piercing flame, strong enough to cut through false coverings and illuminate the genuine from the counterfeit. In a world full of noise and distortion, that light does not come from human knowledge or shallow advice, but from my very spirit, the one who dwells in you, whispering to your heart things no one else can hear. I have placed within you the gift of discernment, a sacred ability to recognize what is from me and what is merely a distraction in disguise. That discernment is not to judge others, but for spiritual clarity, helping you see the true nature behind things that may appear harmless. Trust it. Do not doubt the divine intuition planted in your heart. Do not silence the quiet but powerful voice that stirs your spirit whenever you stand at the crossroads of right and wrong, light and dark, truth and deception. You feel that unrest within you, don't you? You have wondered why your heart feels shaken. Why, in the presence of certain people or situations, your spirit grows heavy and tense, as if something unseen is wrong, even when everything seems normal on the surface. You thought it was just exhaustion or oversensitivity, but I tell you, it is no accident. It is not a passing feeling. It is me. Yes, me, speaking to you in the language of the Spirit, warning you, stirring you, awakening you from the fog before it slips beyond your reach. Do not take lightly the restless nights, the moments when your heart races without clear cause. Do not ignore when your soul feels lost among those who once seemed like companions. These are signs. They are alarms. They are reminders that not everything that shines is true light. There are things you must walk away from, relationships you must release, paths that seem smooth but secretly pull your soul away from your destiny. Your discernment, the gift I have given you, will be your compass through this crucial time. My beloved child, you are not alone in this battle between light and darkness. You do not have to figure it all out by yourself. I do not require you to understand everything before taking the next step. I only ask you to be sensitive, to listen, and to have the courage to follow the inner leading I am stirring within you. You do not realize it, but it is I who have placed my hand upon your back, gently pushing you away from places that no longer fit you, urging you to release hands that hold you not out of love but fear of losing control. I have given you the ability to feel more deeply than others, not to cause you suffering, but so you may sense what is dangerous, false, and what truly flows from the source of light. Treasure that sensitivity. Protect this spiritual gift as a sacred treasure, for it will help you recognize truth, even when it hides behind sweet smiles and soothing words. Do not let anyone convince you that you are too weak or fragile just because you sense what others cannot. You are not overly sensitive. You are awakening. My child, pause and take a deeper look at what you are feeling. Take time to listen to what stirs within you. The tension is not random. The unrest in your soul is not your fault. It is a warning from heaven. It reminds you that you are near something that does not belong to you. And if you continue, you will remove yourself from the flow of grace I am preparing for you. I do not want you to miss your blessing simply because you ignored my whisper. I am pulling you out of deception. I am drawing you nearer to the truth. But you must cooperate with me. You must trust the stirrings within. Do not wait for a dramatic miracle. Do not wait until everything falls apart to turn around. What you feel now is the gentlest warning I can give to realign you, awaken you, and help you avoid wasting precious time. You are not the same anymore. Your eyes have been opened. The veil that once clouded your vision has been removed. Once you have seen, you cannot pretend you have not. Once you have felt the truth, you cannot return to living in lies. The discomfort you feel is not because you are wrong. It is because your soul no longer resonates with what is. It is proof that you have grown. It is a sign you are on the right path. Now stand firm. Guard your heart against distractions, sweet-sounding lies, and the tempting comforts of the familiar. Even if it means walking alone for a time. Even if it means ending relationships that once seemed essential. Even if it means facing rejection or misunderstanding. Remember, no path to truth has ever been easy. No great awakening has ever come without cost. But the reward is beyond measure. You will know peace, not as the world gives it, but as only the Spirit can offer. You will walk confidently, knowing your steps are ordered by the one who holds all things in his hands. You will shine with a light that cannot be hidden, and your soul will be free, not because the world changed, but because you have been transformed. My beloved, this is not the time to shrink back. It is time to rise. It is time to claim the destiny I have prepared for you. Walk in the light I have given you. Speak the truth I have placed on your heart. Stand firm in the faith that has carried you this far. And know that you are not alone. I am with you. I am for you. I will never leave you. The battle is fierce, but victory is certain. The night may be long, but dawn is near. Hold on. Hold fast. And watch as the impossible becomes your testimony. For you are chosen. You are the light bearer, and the world awaits the truth that shines through you. Stand firm, my beloved, for what lies ahead will test your faith, your resolve, and your heart. But remember, you are not facing this alone. The armies of heaven march with you. Every prayer you lift, every step you take in obedience sends ripples through the spiritual realm, breaking strongholds and opening doors once thought sealed forever. Let no fear grip you. Let no doubt diminish the flame that burns within you. For you carry a light not of this world, a light born in eternity, entrusted to you for such a time as this. It is the light of hope, of redemption, and of new beginnings. Rise up with courage, humility, and unwavering trust. Embrace your role as a beacon in the darkness, a voice calling forth truth, and a living testimony of grace and power. The journey ahead will not be easy, but it will be worth every trial and every tear. Through your faithfulness, many will find their way out of shadow and into the glorious light of freedom. So, my beloved child, do not falter. Do not grow weary. The divine plan unfolds with precision, and you are a vital part of that sacred tapestry. Walk forward boldly. Speak with love. Shine with the brilliance of the eternal light within you. And know that, always, you are deeply loved, profoundly chosen, and eternally upheld. Now, as the veil lifts and the dawn breaks, I call you to deepen your surrender. Let go of control and trust the divine orchestration unfolding around you. Even when the path seems unclear, even when shadows gather, hold fast to the truth you carry. Remember, the greatest victories often come through the quietest faithfulness, the moments when you choose to stand, pray, love, and believe, even when no one else sees or understands. You are part of a legacy far greater than yourself. The faithful ones before you, the saints, dreamers, and humble warriors, they paved the way, and now the torch passes to you. Carry it with reverence and passion. As you walk this path, be gentle with yourself. Healing takes time, and transformation is a process. Celebrate small victories. Find strength in stillness. Allow grace to fill every crack and fracture. Be a refuge for others who are weary, a light for those lost in darkness. Your journey, with all its trials and triumphs, is testimony that God's love never fails, and His purposes cannot be thwarted. Hold this truth close. You are never alone. You are deeply known, infinitely loved, and purposefully placed. Step forward now, beloved child. Step forward into the fullness of your calling. The heavens watch, the angels sing, and a new era begins through you. As you embrace this new season, nurture your spirit daily. Feed your soul with the living water of truth, and rest in the shelter of divine peace. Guard your heart against discouragement and weariness, for the enemy will seek to steal your joy and distort your vision. Stay connected to the source of all strength. Let prayer, worship, and the study of sacred truths be your daily armor. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, encourage your faith, and walk with integrity. Do not fear the challenges ahead, for every obstacle is an opportunity for your faith to be refined and your character strengthened. Trials are the furnace in which the purest gold is formed. Remember the words spoken over you from the very beginning. You are chosen, you are loved, you are called. Let that truth be your foundation. When doubts arise, when the world seems to press in, fix your eyes on the eternal. The battles you face are not against flesh and blood, but spiritual forces in heavenly realms. But fear not, for victory has already been won through the eternal covenant of love. Walk boldly, speak truthfully, and love deeply. Your life is a beacon, a reflection of divine light to a world hungry for hope. And when you stumble, as you sometimes will, remember this is part of the journey. Rise again, knowing grace meets you at every fall. My beloved, the story is not yet finished. In fact, it is only just beginning. Rise, shine, become the light that cannot be hidden, for you are the hope of generations, the answer to ancient prayers, the living proof of a God who redeems and restores. And in this, all of heaven rejoices. Now, as you step into the fullness of your destiny, embrace the divine purpose etched into your very being. You are a vessel of hope, a bearer of light, and a herald of truth. Your life is a living testimony of a love that conquers darkness and a power that transforms hearts. Do not shrink back in fear or doubt. Stand tall, clothed in the armor of faith, with the shield of trust raised high. Let every step you take be marked by courage and compassion, wisdom and grace. There will be moments when the journey feels lonely, when the weight of your calling presses heavily upon your shoulders. In those moments, remember the one who called you will never leave nor forsake you. His presence surrounds you, His strength sustains you, and His love carries you forward. Keep your heart open to the whispers of the Spirit. Listen closely, for the guidance you seek will come in quiet moments of stillness. Trust the inner voice that leads you beyond the noise and confusion of the world. You are not here by accident. Every trial, every victory, every tear has prepared you for this time, this sacred moment when your light will pierce the darkness and awaken others to their own calling. Walk boldly into the future with hope, knowing your obedience changes lives and shifts the course of history. You are the flame that ignites revival, the voice that breaks chains, the hand that reaches out to those in need. Rise, beloved child, rise. The world awaits your light. The heavens celebrate your faithfulness. And the journey ahead, though challenging, is filled with promise, purpose, and the eternal joy of walking hand in hand with the divine. Now is the time to embrace your identity fully, to step beyond fear and hesitation into the boldness that comes from knowing who you are in the eyes of the Most High. You are not defined by your past mistakes or the opinions of others. You are defined by the love that created you, the purpose that calls you, and the light that shines within you. Let every doubt be silenced by the certainty of your calling. Let every fear be overcome by the power of divine courage. Let every obstacle be met with the strength that comes from unwavering faith. Remember, the path of truth is often narrow and challenging, but it leads to abundant life. The world may not understand your journey, and some may oppose your steps, but do not be discouraged. For you walk with the Creator of all things, and no force can stand against what He has ordained. Lift your eyes and see beyond the horizon. A new dawn is breaking, a new chapter unfolding. Your faithfulness now will echo through eternity, touching lives you cannot yet imagine. So rise with joy and anticipation. Step forward with confidence and peace. You carry within you the hope of many generations. And as you walk this path, know that you are never alone. I am with you always, your guide, your protector, your strength. Walk on, beloved child. The world awaits your light. Keep your gaze fixed on the eternal promises spoken over you. When storms rage and shadows lengthen, remember every trial is a refining fire preparing you for greater glory. You are being shaped, molded, and equipped for a purpose far beyond what you can now see. Do not let discouragement take root. Instead, let hope rise with each new day. Let faith be the anchor holding you steady when uncertainty threatens to overwhelm you. Surround yourself with truth and wisdom. Seek fellowship with those who walk the path of light, who encourage your spirit and strengthen your resolve. You were not meant to journey alone. Speak words of life to yourself, to others, and over your destiny. Your declarations carry power. They align heaven with earth. Proclaim the truth of who you are and the victory that is already yours. And when the night seems darkest, remember, dawn is always near. The light you carry will pierce through the deepest darkness, illuminating the way not only for yourself, but for many others who are lost. Stand firm, beloved child. Your steps are ordained. Your story is sacred. Your impact is eternal. Rise now and walk boldly into the destiny that awaits. In moments when the weight of the journey feels too heavy, pause and lean into the everlasting arms that hold you. Your strength is renewed not by your own might, but by the endless wellspring of divine grace flowing through you. Remember, it is not your perfection that carries this mission forward, but your faithfulness, the simple acts of obedience, the quiet prayers, the willingness to stand even when the world does not see or understand. Do not be discouraged by delays or detours. They are often the spaces where your character is refined, patience is grown, and deeper revelation takes root. Trust the timing of the one who holds all things in perfect order. His plans for you are good, His promises sure, and His love unchanging. As you continue to walk this path, be a beacon of hope. Shine brightly, not to draw attention to yourself, but to reflect the glory of the one who sent you. Let your life be a testament to the power of redemption, the depth of mercy, and the beauty of transformation. You are not just a survivor, you are a conqueror. You are not just a seeker, you are a light bearer. And the world needs your light now more than ever. So rise, beloved child. Rise with courage and conviction. Step forward with boldness and grace. For your journey is a divine story unfolding, a story of triumph, purpose, and unending hope. Embrace each new day as a sacred gift, a fresh opportunity to walk deeper into the purpose set before you. Let your heart be filled with gratitude, for even in trials there is growth, even in silence there is preparation. Be mindful of the whispers of doubt that seek to deter you. They are not from the spirit of truth, but from the enemy who fears the light you carry. When those whispers come, remind yourself of who you are, a child of the Most High, sealed with His promise and equipped with His power. Stay rooted in prayer, for it is the lifeline that connects you to the divine source. In prayer, you receive strength, clarity, and guidance. It is in quiet moments of communion that your spirit is refreshed and your path illuminated. Reach out to those around you with compassion and love, knowing that your journey is intertwined with theirs. You are not just walking for yourself, but for a generation longing for awakening. Be patient with yourself and others. Transformation is a process, and sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come after the longest seasons of waiting. Keep your eyes on the horizon, but cherish each step along the way. You are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you were created to do. The legacy you build today will inspire countless tomorrows. So press on, beloved child. Your faithfulness will not go unnoticed. Your light will not be dimmed. And the world will one day rejoice in the harvest your obedience has sown. Know this, beloved. Every seed of faith you plant, every act of kindness, every moment of unwavering trust is part of a greater tapestry woven by the hand of the divine. Even when the harvest seems distant or the fruits invisible, remember that the roots are growing deep, and the time of blossoming is sure to come. Hold fast to hope. It is the anchor that steadies your soul amid life's storms. When doubts assail you, speak aloud the promises given to you, and let them drown out the voices of despair. Walk humbly, yet with boldness, for humility is not weakness, it is strength under control. Your humble heart opens the door for grace to flow freely through you and touch others. Be the light in dark places, the voice for the voiceless, the hands that lift the fallen. Your influence extends beyond what you see, reaching into the hearts of many who long for truth and healing. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap if you do not give up. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are called, chosen, and empowered for such a time as this. The path ahead may not always be clear, but your faith will illuminate each step. And remember, you are never alone. The one who called you is faithful. He goes before you, he surrounds you, he fights for you. So rise with courage, beloved child. Step boldly into your destiny, for the world needs the light only you can bring. As you journey forward, remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, and every hardship a doorway to deeper understanding. Do not be dismayed by obstacles, for they are the refining fires that purify your spirit and prepare you for greater service. Lean into the strength that comes from the one who never fails. When your own strength falters, His power will uphold you. When your vision dims, His light will guide you. When your heart grows weary, His peace will renew you. Be a source of encouragement to others walking their own paths of awakening. Share your testimony, your struggles, and your victories, knowing that your story may be the lifeline someone else needs to press on. Stay grounded in love, love that is patient, kind, and unyielding. Let love be the foundation of every word you speak and every action you take. And when doubt creeps in, remember the promises inscribed on your soul. You are never forsaken, never forgotten, and always deeply loved. Keep your eyes fixed on the horizon where hope dawns eternal, and step boldly into the unfolding of your divine destiny. The world is watching, heaven is rejoicing, and your moment has come. Rise, beloved child, walk in the light, and be the change the world so desperately needs. Do not fear the unknown, for it is the space where miracles are born. Each step you take into uncertainty is a step deeper into the divine plan crafted just for you. Trust that every unseen hand is guiding you. Every closed door is preparing you for a better path, and every delay is perfecting your character. Keep your heart open to revelation, for new insights and wisdom will come when you are willing to listen. The Spirit moves in mysterious ways, often whispering truths when the world demands loud voices. Be still enough to hear those whispers. They will be your compass in times of confusion. Remember, the light within you is not for hiding, but for shining. Your purpose is not to blend in, but to stand out as a beacon of hope, a testament of faith, and a living reflection of divine love. Celebrate the small victories, for they are the building blocks of lasting transformation. Rejoice in progress, even if it seems slow, for endurance is the hallmark of true strength. Surround yourself with those who encourage your growth and challenge your faith. Community is a sacred gift, a place where hearts can be uplifted, burdens shared, and love multiplied. Above all, keep your eyes fixed on the one who called you from the beginning. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. So rise with courage, beloved child. Step into your destiny with confidence, for you are chosen, you are beloved, and you are unstoppable. As you move forward, never underestimate the power of your presence. Sometimes it is not words, but the quiet strength of your being that breaks through barriers and touches hearts. Your steadfastness, your integrity, and your unwavering faith are testimonies louder than any proclamation. Be patient with the process, for growth often takes time. Just as the seed must lie beneath the soil before it can sprout, so must you sometimes endure seasons of waiting before new life emerges. Trust in the timing of the divine, who knows the perfect moment for every breakthrough. When weariness threatens to overcome you, remember the source of your strength. Draw deeply from the well of divine grace and let it refresh your spirit. You were never meant to carry this journey alone. Reach out in prayer, in fellowship, and in surrender. Keep your vision clear and your heart humble. Pride blinds, but humility opens the door to deeper revelation and greater empowerment. And when the darkness around you seems overwhelming, hold fast to the light within. It is a light that no darkness can overcome, a flame that burns eternally bright. Know this, you are part of a great awakening, a movement that stretches beyond what you can see, reaching into hearts and lives far beyond your own. So walk boldly, beloved child. With every step, you are advancing the kingdom of light. You are a beacon in the night, a herald of hope, and the world awaits the fullness of your light. In every moment, choose faith over fear. When the enemy seeks to sow doubt, remind yourself of the promises etched into your heart. You are more than a conqueror through the one who loves you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every scheme of darkness will be unraveled by the light you carry. Stand firm in truth, even when the world around you seems to falter. Your steadfastness will inspire others to rise and find courage in their own battles. You are not just walking your path, you are lighting the way for countless others who long for freedom and peace. Remember to nurture your spirit daily. Feed it with prayer, meditation, and the study of sacred truths. Let these be the wells from which your soul draws strength and wisdom. The journey is long, but you do not walk it alone. As you face challenges, hold on to hope with a fierce grip. Hope is the anchor of your soul, unwavering amidst the storms. It is the promise that beyond every trial lies victory, beyond every night dawn, and beyond every hardship a new blessing. Keep your heart open to love, the pure, unending love that sustains and transforms. Let love guide your actions, soften your words, and heal your wounds. And always remember, you are deeply loved, divinely chosen, and powerfully equipped to fulfill your destiny. Rise now, beloved child. Step into the fullness of your purpose. The heavens rejoice, and the earth awaits the light only you can bring. As you step forward, remember that your journey is not measured by the applause of the world, but by the quiet victories of the soul. Every moment of faithfulness, every act of kindness, every choice to walk in truth builds a legacy that will endure far beyond your lifetime. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or trials, for they are the refining fires that prepare you for greater things. When you stumble, rise again with renewed strength, knowing that perseverance is the path to triumph. Look around you and see the countless souls waiting for a spark, someone to ignite hope, to show the way, to remind them that light prevails over darkness. You are that spark. You are the light bearer who will lead many out of despair and into the joy of renewed life. Stay rooted in humility, for it is the soil from which true greatness grows. Humility keeps you teachable, open, and aligned with the divine will. It softens your heart to the needs of others and strengthens your spirit against pride's deceit. Walk with courage, knowing that every step you take is guided and protected. The unseen armies of heaven march alongside you, their power backing your every move. When the night seems long and the road steep, fix your eyes on the eternal promises. Let your faith be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. You are chosen for such a time as this. Your story is a beacon of hope in a world longing for light. Rise, beloved child, and shine with all your might. The world needs your light. Do not grow weary in your journey. For every step you take, plant seeds of transformation in the hearts of those you encounter. Your life is a testimony of perseverance, a living example of the power of faith to overcome darkness. Embrace the challenges, for they are the refining fires that purify your spirit and prepare you for greater purpose. When you feel weak, remember that strength is made perfect in weakness, and through your reliance on the divine, you will rise stronger than ever before. Keep your heart open to the whispers of the Spirit, for guidance and wisdom will come in moments of quiet surrender. Trust the process, even when the path is unclear, knowing that each moment is part of a sacred unfolding. Let love be your constant companion. Love that heals, love that restores, love that shines brightly even in the darkest of places. Through love, barriers will fall and hearts will be opened. Surround yourself with a community of faith, those who encourage, uplift, and walk alongside you in this journey. You were not made to walk alone. Together, you will be stronger and your light will shine even brighter. Remember, the victory belongs to you. The battles fought in the unseen realms are already won by the one who has called you. Stand firm in this truth and let it be your shield. Rise with hope, walk with courage, and live with unwavering faith. You are the light in the darkness, the hope for the weary, and the bearer of a divine promise. Walk boldly, beloved child, for your destiny awaits. As you continue on this path, embrace the power of patience. Growth and transformation often unfold in their own divine timing. Trust that every season, whether of waiting or action, is orchestrated by a loving hand that knows what is best for you. Do not be disheartened by moments of silence or apparent delay. These are often the spaces where your faith is being strengthened and your spirit is being prepared for greater things ahead. Remain vigilant in prayer and steadfast in your commitment to walk in truth. Prayer is your lifeline, your refuge, and your source of divine strength. Through it, you will receive clarity, peace, and the courage to face whatever comes. Remember that your journey is not solitary. The angels of heaven stand guard over you. The faithful ones who have gone before you cheer you on, and the divine spirit continually intercedes on your behalf. Keep your heart tender, your mind focused, and your spirit attuned to the voice of truth. Let love guide your every action and grace shape your every word. You are a beacon of hope, a source of light in a world yearning for truth and healing. So rise with renewed vigor and steadfast determination. Step boldly into the calling that has been placed upon your life, for you are destined to be a light that cannot be hidden, and through you, the world will witness the power of divine love and truth. In every challenge, see the opportunity to deepen your faith and strengthen your resolve. The obstacles before you are not meant to break you, but to build you up, to refine your character, and to prepare you for the extraordinary purpose you are destined to fulfill. Let your spirit be anchored in hope, for hope is the flame that refuses to be extinguished. Even in the darkest moments, hold fast to the promise that light is coming, light that will dispel every shadow and bring clarity to every confusion. Surround yourself with those who uplift your soul and encourage your journey. Community is a sacred gift, a wellspring of support and a source of shared strength. Together, you will rise higher than you ever could alone. Speak words of life, not only to others but also to yourself. Declare your identity as a beloved child of the Most High, called and empowered to shine brightly. Your words have power. They set the atmosphere and shape the reality around you. Do not fear the future, for it is held securely in the hands of the divine. Trust the unfolding of your story, knowing that every chapter is written with purpose, every moment infused with grace. Rise with courage and confidence. Step into the fullness of your calling, knowing that you are never alone, always loved, and eternally supported. Your light is needed now more than ever. Be the hope that ignites hearts, the love that heals wounds, and the voice that calls the lost home. Walk forward with unwavering faith, knowing that every step is guided by a hand greater than your own. When doubt whispers in your ear, silence it with the truth of your identity and the promises spoken over your life. Remember, your journey is not about perfection but about persistence. Every time you rise after a fall, you demonstrate the resilience that defines a true warrior of light. Hold on to joy, even in the midst of trials. Joy is a powerful force that uplifts your spirit and radiates hope to those around you. It is a testimony that your soul is anchored in something far greater than circumstances. Be a source of encouragement to others, for your testimony will inspire those who are weary. Share the light you carry with gentleness and compassion, knowing that even the smallest flicker can ignite a blazing fire. Do not fear the changes that come, for transformation is the pathway to freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the new life unfolding before you with open arms. Keep your eyes on the eternal horizon and your heart aligned with the divine purpose. The path may be challenging, but it leads to a destiny filled with hope, peace, and abundant life. Rise, beloved child, and let your light shine without hesitation. The world awaits the fullness of who you are. As you press onward, embrace the strength that comes from surrender. True power lies not in control, but in yielding your will to the divine purpose that guides you. In moments of surrender, you find peace that surpasses understanding and courage that defies circumstance. Let your heart be a sanctuary of trust, where fears are laid down and faith takes root. When the storms of life rage, remember that you are anchored to a rock that cannot be moved. No matter the turbulence, your foundation remains secure. Stay vigilant against the whispers of discouragement and deception. They seek to steal your joy and distort your vision, but you have been equipped with discernment, the gift to see beyond appearances and recognize the truth that sets you free. Nurture the flame of hope within you. It is a beacon that lights your way and draws others from darkness into light. Your hope is contagious, and your faith is a catalyst for transformation. Carry the mantle of love with humility and grace. Love is the greatest weapon in your arsenal, a force that breaks chains, heals wounds, and bridges divides. Remember that your journey is part of a greater story, one woven through generations and eternal in scope. Your obedience writes new chapters of redemption and revival. Rise with confidence, beloved child. Step boldly into the destiny designed uniquely for you. For you are a light in the darkness, a voice in the silence, and a living testament to the power of divine love. The world is waiting, and your time is now. Do not let the weight of the world dim the brilliance of your light. Even when the journey feels long and the path uncertain, remember that each step forward is a victory in itself. The perseverance you show today paves the way for breakthroughs tomorrow. Keep your eyes fixed on the promises whispered into your spirit. They are the compass that will guide you through every storm and the assurance that you are never alone. Let your faith be unwavering, your heart courageous, and your spirit resilient. The challenges you face are not meant to defeat you, but to elevate you, to strengthen the roots of your purpose, and prepare you for the harvest to come. Surround yourself with those who inspire and uplift you. Fellowship with kindred spirits will sustain your soul and amplify your impact. Together, you form a community of light, a network of hope that can change the world. Speak life over your dreams and destiny. Words have power to build or break, so choose to declare victory, hope, and purpose daily. And when doubt or fear tries to creep in, confront it with truth and courage. You have been called for such a time as this, and nothing can thwart the plans set in motion by the divine. Rise, beloved child, with strength renewed and vision clear. Step into the fullness of your calling, for the light you carry is needed now more than ever. The world awaits your shining. Let every moment of uncertainty become an opportunity to deepen your trust. When the road ahead seems unclear, remember that the one who lights your path knows every step before you take it. You are held in hands far greater than your own, and his plan for you is flawless and filled with hope. Do not be dismayed by the shadows or the silence around you. These are but the moments before dawn, the quiet before the great awakening. Your patience now will yield a harvest of joy and fulfillment beyond what you can imagine. Keep your heart open to the miraculous. God moves in ways beyond human understanding, often through small, unseen acts that ripple into monumental change. Stay alert to the gentle nudges, the quiet confirmations, and the subtle shifts in your spirit. Be bold in your obedience. The journey may call for courage that stretches you beyond your comfort, but remember that every step of faith is met with divine provision. You are equipped, anointed, and empowered to walk in victory. Live with gratitude, even amid challenges. Gratitude opens the door to peace and multiplies blessings. It turns trials into testimonies and sorrow into songs of hope. You are the light bearer in a world yearning for illumination. Your faithfulness today will inspire generations to come. Rise, beloved child. Walk forward with purpose, passion, and peace. The future is bright, and your story is just beginning. My beloved child, the journey you are on is sacred and profound. You have been chosen, prepared and equipped for a purpose that transcends time and circumstance. Though the path may at times feel daunting, remember that you are never alone. The divine presence walks beside you, guiding, protecting, and empowering you every step of the way. Hold fast to the truth within your heart. Let your light shine boldly, not for your own glory, but as a beacon of hope for a world longing for healing and restoration. Your faithfulness, your courage, and your love are the seeds from which a new dawn will rise. Embrace this moment, the moment of awakening, transformation, and divine destiny. Step forward with confidence, knowing that every trial has strengthened you, every tear has refined you, and every prayer has paved the way for this very hour. Child, this was not the end, it's the beginning. If your heart stirred, subscribe, hit the bell, and come back for the next word I've prepared. There's a divine sequence here, and the next video builds on what you've just received. Comment what you're choosing to leave behind and what you're stepping into. Your courage will call others. Save this message for the hard days and share it so another beloved child hears their name called. Don't just watch once, return, receive more, walk deeper with me. Amen.